Welcome back, everybody. As you can see, we're obviously in the siege of Aprilia here. We're at war with the Khuzait. I'm not too sure where we left off, but obviously, like I said, we're at war with the Khuzait here. We should hopefully be able to just crush the Khuzait. We're taking Aprilia off them. I'm not too sure what we want to siege next, but we obviously need to win this first, which shouldn't be too hard considering we outnumber them 3-1. And we've got 120 of my men on the battlefield, so we've got some very elite men on the battlefield here. So we should just be able to hopefully crush them. It does look like, yeah, they've got 60 militia, 40 actual garrison. So we're heavily dominant on the battlefield here. I don't know what our men are doing. They should be charging, but they're not. I've got no clue what they're doing. Yeah, hopefully they'll start climbing now. If I can bore whoever's trying to knock this ladder down. Ooh, it looks like one of our fiends or something hit the guy. But I've organised my towns a little bit, I think, in between episodes. I can't particularly remember, but obviously we've got a little bit of stuff done. There's quite a few sieges that have happened. And obviously all the Khuzait here we could do with absolutely just crushing them. I think the Khuzait are a little bit weaker than they were last episode. And a few things have changed, not too much though. Obviously we could do with absolutely just crushing them on this wall here. We're getting quite a few kills myself here. Ooh, we need to be careful because we can take like 50 damage or something just from one of these guys' hits. Ooh, which will not be good. Ooh, I almost got pushed off the wall there. That's probably an instant death if I got pushed off the wall there. Obviously we're going in and doing pretty good work, I'd say. 13 kills. Our fiend champion's about 26. That's actually insane. Yeah, I can see why they've got 26. They've popped all the archers off these walls. Yeah, our archers are doing a lot of work. Yeah, we've got 120 men out of the 300, so we've got about a third of the force in the battlefield. But we can see what we can siege, because I can't remember what the Khuzait have. Because I sieged Aprilia, I obviously saved. Well, like I got ready to launch assault on Aprilia to start the episode. I saved, and then obviously I'm now recording. So I'm not too sure what we have left to siege. Hopefully me and this heavy spearman can wipe this wall. Because if we can take this wall, or even get some reinforcements to actually take this wall, it'll be helpful, even though we're not going up the wall. Oh, it's actually not a heavy spearman. I can't remember what that unit's called. Oh, we might go down. We're just getting surrounded way too much. Yeah, we're getting surrounded way too much. I need to get out of here. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how they can just fully surround you and then you're just dead. Even if you haven't healed, you're dead. Ooh, I'm definitely dead here. Yeah, I'm getting full chased. I don't know why our men are just not climbing. Yeah, we've got some troops to kind of save me here. I need to figure out what our men are doing because they're not climbing very much. Is that going to make them charge more? I don't know why they're just not climbing the ladders. Yeah, I don't know if it's a glitch or what. We've still got a decent chunk of men on the walls. But they're not climbing that much. One of the ladders is getting a decent chunk of men climbing, the other one's not. So I'm really not too sure what's happening, but we've got our men grouped up now. So we should just be able to win this battle here. They've got 60 men. Well, they've got 60 men left. I think they've got like one more wave of reinforcements. They might actually have two, because they might have had 100 plus another 100. So they might have one more reinforcement after this. I'm not too sure. But we can obviously go ahead and just crush them here. Yeah, this battle's obviously going pretty nicely here. I am pretty weak, so I'm probably going to go down soon. But the more men we can take out before I go down, the better, obviously. Yeah, we're just destroying them here. Obviously, our elite men against their militia, they don't stand a chance. I don't think it's going to be terrible war, but they do outpower us a decent chunk. They've got 3,000 more strength than us. I think maybe 4,000. We're either 6,000, 7,000 strength, and they're about 10,000. So they're a lot stronger than us, but I think we can definitely do it. Yeah, it looks like our men are finally climbing the walls properly here, which means they're definitely done for here. 70 men isn't defending against like 150 elite infantry. Yeah, we're absolutely just flooding through the city here. It's going very nicely. I think 35 kills isn't too bad, and I still haven't went down. I am probably about like 8% HP or whatever. But I think it's obviously still a while of war sales. I'm not too sure what we're going to do after this campaign. This campaign obviously isn't near done quite yet, but it's probably still got a couple weeks left, I'd say. But I think what we might do is we might do one of the challenge campaigns. Maybe like Empire or something. I think we might do like Empire campaign or something, because I think after we do another campaign, war sales hopefully should be out by then. Then we can do war sales. Obviously we'll just do a normal campaign of war sales, then we can start doing some challenge campaigns in war sales, see how good that is. Because I think the challenge campaigns we've already done, we're probably going to redo. Because obviously adding ships and something to war sales, adding ships, a full new kingdom, all that different stuff, should bring a lot more to the challenge campaigns and stuff, so it should be pretty entertaining. Because I've got quite a few ideas for campaign ideas, like cavalry only, infantry only, archer only, that types of stuff. Obviously, I think I'm probably a bit less excited for like infantry only and stuff. That seems like it's going to be a decently hard challenge, but I've got every kingdom only using those troops. Only using certain types of troops, obviously, as well. And then I'm not too sure about other campaigns, challenge campaigns. You guys can give me my ideas in the comments, obviously, if you want to see a different type of challenge. I don't think I particularly really want to do like bandits only or something like that. That seems just too annoying to get anywhere with, really. We actually almost lost that. That's actually surprising here. Obviously we didn't lose a single one of my troops at the end there. Yeah, we took on Prelia. We put 360 defenders in. I think we're gonna leave it at 200. What do they have to siege here? Ooh, they do have Danutska. There's quite a few things we could definitely take here. We could take Danutska, defend our fiefs. That would be pretty good. I'm not too sure. We'll obviously go ahead and see what we want to siege here. So I'll be back once we're ready to do something, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back, as you can see. Oh, Ona is actually getting siege here. What I was going to say is I was just going to give you a bunch of the updates we've got here. We've got Ortizia was taken, I'm assuming, off the west. The west has only got one town and one castle here. But we've got the Imprelia vote here. Britannia's got 3 towns in total. The Azari have got 2 towns and a castle. Oh no, 2 towns and 2 castles, actually. I think we're going to defend Ona here. Or at least hopefully we can defend it. Then we can siege Danutska. Then after that, we'll be pretty powerful, I would say. We've also got, obviously, the Imprelia vote. I'm assuming it's going to go to a Southern Empire Lord. Yeah, I assumed it would go to one of these 2. I don't mind it going to him. It's not going to cost that much more to give it to Temian, but we're going to give it to Sitios. Sitios can take that. Temian can take Danutska. Then we can siege maybe a Khuzait town or something. Give it to Torvaya. And that would set us up pretty nicely. But that's going to give him some money. Ooh, that's not good. The Southern Empire declaring war on us is not good at all. The Southern Empire is like the main problem of declaring war, because they can siege Ormor, Varchek, and Balgard, all 3 of my towns that are very close to them. We're going to have to defend Ona, and I don't think we're going to be able to siege Danutska here. Right, so we're back, as you can see, and there's a massive army sieging this town here. They've got 2,500 men, basically. We've got 2 catapults and a ballista, plus my very elite force, but they've got a catapult. I'm not too sure if this is possible or we'll just be taken prisoner here. We really have to absolutely just destroy them with what the men we have. We have to go half their army and haven't lost half the defense. Oh, this is going to be very, very close. Ooh, this is actually getting really close. We actually managed to win that. We had 27 men left. This town is going to be practically undefended now. Right, so we're back, you can see, and there's now a Penton army that's 1,700 strong sieging. We're gonna have to gather a force so we can break in, and hopefully we can win this as well, because it's gonna be pretty devastating if we get taken prisoner. We don't actually have our full force. Are we strong enough? We've got 1 catapult, they've got a battering ram. It does look like we've got more of a power advantage than the Khuzait siege. Oh, we're a lot stronger than the Khuzait siege. Yeah, we walked out of that with 200 men. We were a lot stronger for that than the Khuzait siege here. I don't know why we were, but we were, and I'll take it. I assumed the Empire would be stronger, but I guess they had 700 men less. Maybe the garrison, I don't really know why they got crushed there. I was assuming that was going to be very close as well, but apparently not. They did have a lot less money worth of stuff that had been given, so maybe the Khuzaits were just stronger in general. Yeah, Onar we'd also got to defend as well here, so I'll be back once we're defending Onar, but we're getting insane amounts of riches here. We're getting insane amounts of riches, so I'll be back once we're defending Onar again, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back, as you can see, and we barely made it in time for this town. If it wasn't for Torvaya, we would have lost this town. It's got 18 defenders left, and we've made it here. We obviously do have a decent force to stop them. They've only got 124 men left. I think they had maybe about 500, 600 men. Is everybody under my command? Yes. Which is pretty good, considering it's better if we're all organised together. We can get the missile cav charging the missile cav. We need the archers set up as soon as possible. We need to be absolutely destroying their missile cav before they get anything done. It does look like half their force is missile cav. The other half looks like archers and infantry. They've obviously got a tiny bit of actual men. If we can get the cavalry to charge their missile cav, if we can cut through their missile cav, that's half their force gone. Which obviously makes sense because it's Khuzait, so half missile cav makes definite sense, but it's not going to be good for them. Especially considering the amount of kills the Sturgian cavalry is getting right now on them. Yeah, and my archers I think as well. We're absolutely just crushing their missile cav lines here. We've got a beautiful formation as well. Yeah, we've wiped 40 of them already. This is a sweep. Obviously, it is highly elite men against like tier 3s, and we outnumber them 3 to 1, so it should be an absolute just destruction of them. Yeah, we basically wiped their full lines already. Yeah, they've got 20 infantry meeting our lines. Then we should just be able to sweep up, and then it looks like some of them are already retreating here. They did lose the majority of their force, but it's absolute just devastation for them here. My army coming in when it did is just a crushing defeat for them. The thing is, they were so close to winning this town as well. But then I came in and we've crushed them, me and Torvaya. Torvaya did a very good job though. If it wasn't for Torvaya, we would have lost the town. And then they could have healed up and it wouldn't have been great for us. Yeah, we managed to wipe them. I assumed it would be a very, very easy battle with my army just devastating them. They've actually got a few troops that I might want to take here. Obviously, we've got about 100 men we need to yank out of my town. I think we're going to take a few of the troops, but not too many of them. Oh, I'll actually take that cavalry. And we can obviously take the prisoners as well. We've got an insane amount of loot. It's making us very slow, the amount of horses we own. Now, I'm not too sure. Oh, Epinosa to besiege. Are they actually sieging that? Oh, they are. I don't think we can let them siege it. Like, it's doable, but it's stupid. It's actually not too bad for peace here. 1k for peace. We're in a two-front war. I think it's worth peace. It's 1k. We've managed to turn the Khuzaits just completely and utterly devastate them now. The South's actually... No, the South's decently weak. I was going to say the South actually maybe stands a chance, but it doesn't really. We do need to try and find Oros as fast as possible, though, because he might get a thief, which would stop him from joining us. We're obviously going to sell our stuff. I'm going to sell the horses first, actually. And I'll be back once we found somebody willing to join us, or we're defending again, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back. As you can see, Oros is right in front of us here. We're going to hopefully talk to him. Hopefully he's going to join us here. Hopefully. We'll obviously go ahead and see here. But he should be willing to join us. We've got enough money. Yes, he is willing to join us. Oh, we actually did get that double success, which is pretty nice. Yeah, so he is going to join us, which is obviously very nice. It's obviously going to strengthen up our kingdom. 500k, that's quite a bit, but he is a powerful clan, so we're going to go ahead and obviously accept here. That's the clan we wanted out of the south that's joined us now, so that's actually pretty nice. Now what I might do is, I think I'm going to head to a few towns, sell a bunch of my loot unless something happens. We're also sieging Locana, which I'm going to let them siege Locana, because we could do with a few thieves. Ooh, Legetta actually got taken. The West sieging Ortizia. I'm not sure if they're going to win that siege, obviously. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to sell up our loot on the way, and we're going to try and find as many of the Western Empire clans that we want to join us as possible here. So I'm back once Western Empire clans are joining us, or we're defending something, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back. We're going to see if Krotor is willing to join us here. He should be... Oh, he actually failed a 71% chance, which is actually pretty surprising here. We got another one, though. We just need to, obviously, get him to join us here. So the next one has to succeed for him to join us. Yeah, so that's actually pretty good. He is willing to join us now. How much is it going to cost? 200k is not too bad. So now Krotor's joined us. We're looking for more of the clans. I've ticked where they've been last seen. Also, they've obviously just failed the Ortizia siege because it's not getting sieged anymore. I'm not sure what's happening at Locana, but we just gained another clan, so I'll be back once we found some more clans to join us, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back, as you can see, and we're talking to Archios here, as you can see. I've actually just clicked on relation with him. He is willing to join us as well here. We actually got the double success here, so we need one more success. Yeah, so he is willing to join us. How much is Archios going to cost here? We're getting quite a few clans this episode. Another 200k, not too bad. And we've got a few more clans, obviously, we want to join us. Archios joining us now is also pretty good. We've got 3 more clans we want to join us, but we'll obviously see what happens with them. We're still sieging Locana. We haven't actually launched the assault yet. Ornar's getting sieged. We could do with heading back and getting that. Ooh, Typhnops is right in front of us, though. I think we're going to talk to Typhnops in a second here, and I'll be back once we either found a few more clans and either we give up on Ornar, or we hire a few clans. I'm not sure, but we'll be back once we're talking to Typhnops, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back. As you can see, Typhnops is also willing to join us here. It looks like we're going to be able to hire most of the Western Empire clans we want here. Is it going to cost another 200k as well? Yeah, another 200k as well. So now we've only got 190k, but we've just took a massive chunk of the Western Empire with us. There's only 2 more clans I want from the Western Empire, then whatever they want can happen. Ooh, who's at war with them? Ooh, the South sieging Hus Felipe here. So we're going to head back to Ornar. I'll be back once we're hopefully defending. If not, then we've lost it, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back. What we're actually going to do is we're going to make peace. It's only 80, and I think we could do with peace, honestly, with the North. We've been at war quite a bit. And I think we can honestly declare war on a faction that is more annoying or something, like maybe Valandia or something like that. We'll see, obviously. Ooh, it looks like we want Southern Empire support. We could maybe declare war on the Southern Empire or the Khuzait. I don't really mind. We'll see what happens, though. I'm going to continue trying to look for the last 2 clans of the West. And obviously we just saved Ornar as well. So I'll be back once we've either hired the last... Well, we're ready to hire the clans, or we've got a war or something, so I'll see you then. Case now here, and we've also got a vote for Case now. Ooh. I think I want him to get the town that I'm planning on sieging. So we're gonna give it to type ops, and I'm gonna take Danuchka, give Krotor Danuchka, and then those lot can just share the Khuzait towns that we can hopefully siege. I'm not sure how much we're gonna be able to get done. We haven't got too long left of this episode, I don't think, but we have got enough time, I think, to siege, defend Onar, siege Danuchka, and hopefully do some stuff against the Khuzait. I'm gonna hopefully defend Danuchka, not Danuchka, Onar. I'll be back from defending it, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back. We made it in time to defend it. We're also going to gather an army to hopefully siege. We've got 700 troops. We'll just call that 900. How many defenders did Danuchka have? Ooh, 200 once everybody leaves. That's actually pretty lightly defended here. We're going to go ahead and save. We should be able to crush these forces. I would say we should be able to. I think we are going to end up the episode relatively soon here. I think we're going to defend this, siege Danuchka, and I think that's where we're going to end up this episode. We're obviously going to break in though. We should be able to crush this. Yeah, we're absolutely just destroyed them here. We can obviously free all the prisoners, just gain all the relation. And I did just almost finish selling all my loot. So now getting a big chunk more of a loot is pretty good. We did spend quite a lot on clans, so we do actually need the money. Oh, I was going to say we haven't lost anybody, but I realised it's because we recruited up quite a bit of men. I'm going to sell all my horses worth of loot, and I'll be back once we're ready to do something, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back. We're not ready to siege, but what I realised is, oh, the Valandians are tearing through the Northern Empire. They've took Jalmares, they've took Legetta, they're trying to take Ronti, they're trying to take Hegeti. They're just tearing through the Northern Empire here. Also, the West is trying to just siege Onika. Also, the Southern Empire took Hus Felipe and then made peace with Khuzait here. I'm not too sure what these two armies are going to siege. Ooh, that's actually going to be pretty good. They're double sieging 2 castles, which is going to be helpful. So I'll be back once we're sieging the town, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back. We should be able to launch the assault pretty soon. Well, we're going to launch the assault now. They've got about 400 men outside waiting to attack us, but most of their men are just not helping. They've got 300 militia, which, because the loyalty is too low, they're just not helping Danuchka at all, which is going to be helpful for us, because it means we're going to have 300 militia once we get the loyalty up a bit. Which, obviously, we have a lot of loyalty laws. We also could do with getting all of the men on that side of the wall now, because they've got 2 catapults still. We launched this all pretty fast, but obviously I do have very good engineering skill. I was going to say I didn't, but I do. But even though I've got insane engineering skill, we only had 500 troops, so we weren't able to build stuff insanely fast. But we can still get up the ladders, hopefully. And we outnumber them heavily. We have 400 to their 100. They've got 100 straight on the battlefield. We've got one wave of reinforcements of 120-ish. So, oh, actually, no, I think we have 500, so I think we've got an extra 200 reinforcements left. Oh, they've just killed 4 of my team champions with 1 catapult shot. Yeah, the good thing is, hopefully, if we wipe out the full Khuzait, we're obviously not going to be able to do it in this episode. If we wipe out the full of the Khuzait Empire, then we're going to be very strong. Or at least the current clans we'd have are going to have a lot of land each. Yeah. Also, I had an idea, which obviously leave it in the comments if you think this is a good idea or not. Maybe to make one of the campaigns a little bit harder. What I was thinking of doing, maybe, which it would take a while to do, it would definitely take a while to do, is what I was thinking was, I'd have to spend time before even starting the campaign. And obviously I would tell you guys, make sure you knew, just in case you haven't watched this video. But what I was thinking of maybe doing, instead of a full new campaign after this, because I'm not too sure how long away Wall Sales is or whatever, I was also thinking it would be a fun idea anyway, just to have a very strong, like just straight up strong campaign where every clan's super strong and stuff. Was I was thinking maybe it would take a very long time for me to set up, but I could give about 300k to every single clan in every single faction. and make them just super powerful and everything straight away. So, and even maybe deleting a few of the kingdoms, hiring them into new kingdoms. So there's like 14 clans in every kingdom, and they all have like 300k each. I thought that would be quite a good idea. Leave it in the comments if you think it's a good idea. It might not be, but I might end up doing it anyway. But I just thought it would be a fun idea where every kingdom's like super strong. Like maybe there's 5 kingdoms that are super strong. I pick 3 factions to delete, which would probably be. I might even delete 4. I might delete 2 of the empires, the Khuzait and the Azari. Leave Sturgia, Britannia, Valandia, and one of the empires alive. So there's half the amount of kingdoms, but they're twice as strong. I'd obviously have to go ahead and see, but I don't think that would be a too bad idea. I think it could be quite fun playthrough. There'd obviously be a few clans that died out, like maybe 4 to maybe 8 of the clans die out or whatever. But I think it would be a pretty fun idea, honestly. But we'd obviously have to go ahead and see, but I think that could be a good idea. Obviously leave it in the comments if you think it's a good idea. If it's not, I probably will still do it, in all honesty. I might just do a challenge campaign, I don't know. I was just thinking that could be a reasonably fun idea, because every kingdom will be super powerful. The campaign should last a decent chunk of time. The only thing is, I probably would have to start off like clan tier 3 or something like that, because I'd gain just enough renown taking all the towns and stuff. Because I'd obviously use the cheat menu and just take towns and take towns and take towns. I'd try and start off with low amounts of money myself, but I'd figure out what we're doing. But I think that could be reasonably fun. Obviously this campaign's still got a lot left to go. We haven't even conquered half the map. And I think we are going to see something else or do something else. Yeah, they've only got 10 loyalty. I'm not 10 loyalty. They've got 6 loyalty. They need more loyalty. I'm going to sit in this town for a day. I'll be back once there's a vote. Oh, the villagers are actually going to die. I'll be back when there's a vote. And what happened to one of the... Oh, they're just double sieging up in Oza. Yeah, so I'll be back when there's a vote, so I'll see you then. Oh, it actually happened straight away, so we don't even need to cut here. Yeah, it is going to Crotor, which is exactly who we wanted it to go to. It can go to him. There's not really any other Imperial towns that we have to siege. But there are some Khuzait towns we have to siege, which we're obviously going to go ahead and siege here. I think we're going to do one more siege, maybe. I think we'll do one more siege, and then we'll end off the episode here. But we've gained a lot of clans. I think we've gained something like 5 clans this episode. Let's see. Yeah, we've gained 4 clans, I think. We've either gained 4 or 5. We've definitely gained 4, though. I'm not sure if we had Sitios before this episode. I think we might have. Yeah, I'm not too sure, but we'll be back once we're sieging one of the Khuzait towns, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back, as you can see. I actually decided we're gonna not siege something else. We'll start a new episode sieging, because what I just did, which you can see my influence is a decent jungle lower, it was actually relatively cheap. I think I might have explained, I might have forgot to explain why Ona has got different ownership. Ona, basically, I proposed... Oh, actually, did I cost myself more influence with my laws? I might have cost myself more influence with one of my laws. Either way, it costs 250 influence to propose that the settlement gets changed ownership. And what I did was, with Ona, it cost these chunk of influence, I think, but I made it so it went from rolling to Empire Clan. And what I've done here is, I've proposed settlement, and actually for all 3 of these, I'm not too sure how much influence it cost. It cost quite a bit, but I think it was worth it. I also did... Well, I donated some troops and different stuff to some of my clans, so I gained quite a bit of influence as well. And I didn't need to spend any on the vote, so I only needed to spend 750, I think, or something like that. And like 20, it didn't cost that much. But the reason I did it is because now all 3 of these are owned by the Empire clans. I didn't plan on keeping these anyway. I just wanted the Azari to not own them, basically. But the whole point of it is now all of the Khuzait towns hopefully will go to Sturgia, because obviously I own all Sturgian towns, so Sturgia can't get Sturgian towns. I'm not planning on hiring any of the Khuzait clans, so we can take all the Khuzait land, give them to all the Sturgian clans. We hopefully lose the Azarian towns, then the Empire clans can get the Empire towns. So that will hopefully work out quite nicely. Either way, I'll obviously be back in the next episode, hopefully sieging some towns. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more. Thanks for watching, because I really do appreciate it. I know I say this literally every episode, but I genuinely do really appreciate the support on the videos. And also, the Valandians just made peace with the Northern Empire, I can see in chat here. But I really do appreciate all the support on the videos, so thank you guys so much. Peace.